Okay, I guess by now everyone heard about Greta Thunberg, about climate change, global warming, choose your favorite one, and about pollution and the other problems that we cause to the environment. But what are the basic principles everyone can follow to help the environment with all those things? The number one is buy less. Did you know that average American accumulates more than 4 pounds of waste every day? Seriously, every day more than 4 pounds. That's a lot of waste. And where does waste come from? I guess it doesn't fall from the sky. It's from us buying too much stuff, buying things that we don't use a lot. We just use them a little bit and then throw away. Buy things that we don't need. We just think like, maybe I need it, just keep it. But then we decide to throw it away. Just buying less stuff, by being more mindful what you really need, by trying not to hoard your house with items, you can actually help the environment a lot. It's not only about physical items, it's also a lot about food. The official stat says that 15% of all the waste that is collected in America is actually food waste. So try not to buy things that you're not gonna eat. Try to think of the portions when you order something in the restaurant so it doesn't get thrown away. Principle number 2, choose reusable items. By choosing something reusable, we send less stuff to the waste. I already did a video about the single-use plastic and how it's bad for us, and I hope by now most of the people who watched that video are trying to avoid the single-use plastic. So when you look at something and you know that this thing is disposable or only going to be used for a brief amount of time or just one time, avoid it. Go for reusable items. Most of the time we are not even aware of reusable alternatives, and on this channel I will definitely talk more about it. But if you're curious already now, I did one video about that already. But if you're curious, I bet if you just Google something like what's the reusable alternative for this and that, like you will find articles, you will find information about that. So take a responsibility to be more educated and more aware what are the alternatives and start choosing them. The number 3 principle is focus on using things for a longer period of time. Don't change things just because they are out of fashion or there is a new updated version or the new color. I know we are really spoiled by the amount of items are sold, especially here in America. We're spoiled by fashion companies that have like 12 seasons a year, like 12 collections a year. But it's not good for our environment. And by the way, it's not good for us as well. The reason why we buy more stuff, the reason why we keep changing items, that means that we don't even have a principle to buy something that is high quality, that's maybe a little bit expensive, but at least it's gonna last us longer, gonna keep us happy longer. If we're gonna focus on buying items that actually bring us joy, as Marie Kondo says, we can keep those items longer. We will not feel like we need to replace them. And the planet too, it does require us, so we keep using the things longer so we don't send so much stuff to the landfill. The next principle, it's recycle. I did several videos on recycle on my channel and I definitely will be doing more. So if you're not quite educated about recycle, educate yourself. Make sure that you send the right things to the recycle. Make sure you understand how recycle works. This is really gonna help you, and understanding how the whole process works will help to improve the recycling rates. Because right now in US, recycling rate of total waste is 24%. That's not much. And I guess the last principle for today, avoid the unnecessary packaging. First of all, it's food wraps, food packaging. So when you go to the supermarket, choose the foods that are not packaged, or choose the places and the stores that provide more options for the unpackaged foods. Just think of the packaging, especially the plastic one. Most of the time, these plastic bags or plastic wrapping for foods, we only use it for a brief period of time. So basically we send it to the landfill without really using it. So why do we need it? If you think like, it can be recycled, not really. Plastic bags, like plastic wrapping, doesn't really get recycled, and usually it's discarded in the sorting facilities because it gets entangled in the recycling machines. So usually the recycling companies don't really like those plastic wrappings. So if you think it's recycled, it's not. It's just sent to the landfill. And that's why there are so many plastic bags swimming in the ocean, because they just get discarded. So be responsible, avoiding as much food packaging or just any type of packaging as you can. This also goes to the online shopping. If you have a chance to go and buy things in the local store, so you're not going to get extra mailer or something, do it. Of course, if you don't have opportunity to buy this particular item in your city, it's okay. But if you have a choice, do physical shopping instead of online shopping. I understand that online shopping brings us some convenience, but it actually creates extra unnecessary packaging to deliver the stuff to you. And also, it actually makes you buy more stuff, because online shopping is much easier than physical one. You will be more likely to buy things that you don't really need. And although that was the last principle, I guess I still have one more, which is obvious. Just educate yourself about everything zero waste, about eco-friendliness, about environmental protection. Every person can do a little bit. Every little help counts. Sometimes people think like, oh, what if I can do only a little bit? What's the point? There is a point, because the more people are doing little things, the more stuff is actually done in general.
I hope you liked this video, and if you did, please like and subscribe and support me into promoting this greener way of life and educating people about being more eco-friendly. I almost feel I created too much of a standard for myself. This is my last garbage diving video, but today there will be no garbage diving and just the sunset. Come on, camera, show me the sunset. Okay, now you see. Today just the beauty of the world without the city garbage and seeing the plastic bags on the freeway and boils too.